Hey, welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be reviewing an Etsy shop that has made millions and millions and millions of dollars in revenue on Etsy. They specialize in selling digital products, and we're going to take a deep dive into exactly what they do so well that sets them apart from literally 99% of the other Etsy shops out there, and the reasons why they have been so successful. And also, guys, today I'm going to spill the beans and show you exactly how, if you really wanted to, you could also do this business model yourself on Etsy and also start earning some pretty decent income. So if you're new here, guys, welcome. My name's Alfie. I'm a multi-six-figure Etsy seller. I've been selling on Etsy for a few years myself now, and let's not waste any time and let's just get straight into this shop review. Okay, so the shop we're reviewing today is called Indie Pattern, and they specialize in selling digital PDF sewing patterns for beginners. You can see here, guys, they've made 231,000 sales on Etsy of digital products mine. And I can tell you, they've been on Etsy since 2020. So that's literally just 5 years. And they've made over 200K sales. Pretty impressive. And now, if you quickly go over to Everbee, I just want to show you this here. Estimated total revenue, $3.3 million with a monthly revenue turnover of $220,000. Again, I'll keep saying it. Digital products, pretty much all profit. It's extremely impressive numbers, guys. This shop does a lot of things right. So let's look in detail and see what they do so well, see what lessons we can take away and learn. So first of all, guys, as always, I love to start with the overall shop appearance. The first thing we see as buyers when we land on this shop. And you can see straight away the banner, guys, biggest piece of real estate on the shop. I'll keep saying it. They've done it so professionally. The first thing I want to point out is all of the fonts match up. So the banner fonts, it matches up perfectly to the logo font. You got that continuity between the two. It's a pattern that you've seen throughout all of these shop reviews if you've been following the series along. And to me, it's just the easiest way to build trust with customers and make your shop just look so much more professional right from the start. And again, guys, they've used one of these multi-banner styles where you can have essentially 3 different banners all in one. And it's worked out really great for them because this second slide here, they've actually used it to promote a product, which is something I have seen before, but you don't see loads of shops doing it, to be fair. So you can see here, the second slide, whole shop bundle, over 350 patterns to download if you really wanted to. So this is something that I keep saying is actually really important when it comes to selling digital products, especially. The sad thing about digital products is that usually a lot of them are sold for quite a low price. So the main goal with a digital product store, in my opinion, is to always get customers to buy your biggest bundles so that instead of just buying one thing for, say, $2, they suddenly buy a whole shop bundle for like $30, $40. It's a really good strategy point, and it's obviously a big reason, I think, why this shop has been so successful. And again, if you just move over to the other slide on the banner, you'll see here customer photos. So again, this is really important for building that customer trust right from the start as soon as the customer lands on your shop. And again, guys, if you scroll down, I want to show you this here. This is very consistent with a lot of the top Etsy shops that I've been reviewing. Total listings, 456. And again, this is digital products. I've actually seen a lot of stores on Etsy with many more listings than this, but I'd still say to get 450 plus listings out, that's still a decent bit of effort. I would also say it's a massive reason why this shop has been so successful, just because they do have such a big product catalog. I think it's really important. And again, guys, like I was saying earlier in the banner with promoting the shop bundle, straight away you can see here on the featured items, there's one item that's featured, and it is that overall shop bundle. Again, if you scroll down to all the rest of the products, you see here £3, £3, £3. They got a lot of low range products, but then the overall shop bundle, 76. That is what you want to be funneling the customers towards, especially if you got a digital product shop. Your overall top level, top earning product. And now, guys, one thing that I found really unique with this shop is their thumbnail style. And by the way, for anyone that don't know, when I talk about thumbnails, I mean this first image that you see here that appears to customers, the one that actually makes them click on your products. And so you'll notice one thing that's really cool with this is that they use a lot of text, like actually more text than image even in some instances. And this is actually an approach that I don't see used very often on Etsy, especially not for any of these big Etsy shops. So hats off, I really like it. And also the main thing that stands out to me here, and I'm a sucker for this, by the way, guys, is how consistent everything is. So when you just look at the shop here, I'm just going to do a slow scroll down for you guys to see, but everything just flows so nicely. All of the listings, they've all got the same sort of strategy, the same sort of listing template is being used. You can probably look at one of these listings straight away if it was in a sea of other listings on Etsy and identify this store out, because this store has just got such a unique way of marketing their products. And yeah, that's a great tip I'd give to you guys, by the way. If you can, over time, just try and find that consistent style with your shop. And again, if you're a new store on Etsy, okay, yeah, maybe don't just bank completely on one style of thumbnail, one style of product listing right from the start. I would advise you to do some testing, take a look at click-through rates, take a look at what sort of listing styles is working best for you. Once you find a listing style that works well, that's got a high click-through rate, I would say the more consistent you can make it for your shop, i.e. the more you can just use that listing style, the better it's going to be and the more professional it's going to make your shop look. Not only that, guys, it's probably pretty easy for this shop to make their listings because, again, they've got the template here already. All they've got to do is just change a little bit of text and just add in the new picture for the new product each time. They're not reinventing the wheel every time, and that's something that really helps when it comes to getting listings out on a much quicker basis. And now, guys, before we start diving into these products in too much detail, I just want to quickly head back to Everbee here, and I actually want to go onto the listings of this shop to see what's bringing in the most sales. And there we go, guys. I've just seen this at the same time as you, and this is exactly what I was saying about at the start. You see here, monthly revenue for the whole shop bundle, it is 10x times even the second best earning product for the shop. You can see the strategy here so clear. And this is the big reason, if you've got a digital product store, why maybe you might be struggling to get those higher revenue numbers. And there's other stores like this that's making literally millions. It's because they're not selling $2 products. They're selling $50 products, $100 products. And the whole strategy of the shop is around funneling customers to buy those higher end products. In my opinion, that is exactly what you want. That's the best strategy for digital products. And now, guys, if we actually click into this one here, you can see Everbee's shown us that it was made 26 months ago. It's made over 3,000 sales with an average monthly revenue of $30,000. Very, very impressive, guys. By the way, guys, this is another reason why Everbee and these research apps are so great, because you can literally look into such detail at bestseller listings, look at what they're doing that works so well. You can just see all of this behind the scenes data, which you'd otherwise just pretty much be guessing with. Again, here, you see a lot of the keywords that they're using have got quite high competition. So you see here, like all of the red traffic lighted competition markings, it's all quite high. And actually, to be fair as well, quite a lot of them don't actually have that much search volume. So, that's just a little interesting one I noticed here. And again, you see a lot of people out there, me myself, by the way, saying that how important SEO is. And I think, obviously, when you're a new shop and it's a lot harder to get seen, SEO is extremely important. But I think this also goes to show that when you're a much more established shop and you've got that kind of ranking and social proof with Etsy already, suddenly then the SEO, you can still be successful without hitting those super low competition to super high search volume keywords. You can actually be pretty successful without that. And by the way, guys, just quickly, if you're in the market for a research app, I can't recommend Everbee enough. Honestly, I say this all the time. I use them every day. To me, they're a massive reason about why I've managed to make money that I have on Etsy. I always say you don't need these apps, but they certainly give you a massive advantage if you do use them. So, even stuff like this, going into bestsellers, looking at what they're doing. Again, you've got keyword research tools that you can use to look at volume versus competition, to any keyword that you want to type in and look at. Product analytics, you can see what specific products are doing well, get loads of great ideas for your shop, see how much different products are making. It's such a good app and it will just give you such a good leg up. So yeah, you don't need it, but I definitely recommend it. And if you want to check them out, guys, there is going to be a link in the video description. So yeah, that's pretty interesting to see what listings are bringing in the most money for the shop, kind of as we expected, right? So now let's go back to the shop and I just want to quickly take a deep dive into the listings, see how they market them so well. And then, guys, little treat for you, I'm actually going to show you how you can make this exact same store and get these products to sell yourself. So let's just go straight into this one, for example. And so we've already talked about the thumbnail image, but this is something I really want to show you guys. You see here the product image, okay? Now, I see a lot of sellers on Etsy thinking that they need a different video for every single product they sell. But especially if you're doing print on demand or if you're doing digital products. I see this a lot. It's the exact approach that I take for my print on demand shops. You can make a video for your store, I guess, or more for your brand, and it can be a very generic video that you just put on every single listing. And guys, in my opinion, this is a great way to go because it cuts down on your workflow so much. It allows you to put listings out there so much faster. You know, in my opinion, you don't need a different video for every listing that you're trying to sell. I think a store video is definitely a really good way to go and something maybe for you to consider if you wanted to really cut down on your workflow. And then again, guys, as we go through these photos, you've got, nice model, obviously professionally taken. You can see exactly what the product's going to look like from the pattern if you was to sew it yourself. Very key thing for digital products here, guys. Provide the customer or potential customer with as much information about the product as possible. The reasons customers don't buy from us, right, is because either mainly they don't trust our brand, they don't trust our shop, or they don't trust our product. So the more things that we can do to get the customers to trust our product and be sure that they're going to get what they're looking for, the better. So things like this, I call it an infographic. It really helps with that. And again, as you go through here, whole shop bundle, they're promoting it again. And just while I'm on this, guys, I wrote a note down to talk to you about this. Look at the product description straight away at the top. Again, what's the first thing they mention? Whole shop bundle. They push the whole shop bundle so much, and it obviously works very well because it's their best-selling product. Yeah, that was one of the main things that I took away from this shop. And again, you'll see a whole load more infographics here, all of the important things the customer needs to know, answering customer questions, customer photos, building social proof every step along the way. Very, very important. And now, guys, it's time to spill the beans. I'm going to show you how you can make this product yourself and make a store just like this if you really wanted to. So there's two ways to go about this. Obviously, you can be an expert pattern designer. You can go back to the drawing board. You can create all the patterns yourself. Or if you're more of a entrepreneur-focused person and a lot less creative, just like me, you can find patterns that somebody else has made that we are actually allowed to private label and resell ourselves. And guys, I'm going to give you such a good tip here. If you wanted to do that, this is a program called Creative Fabrica. Lots of people think it's just used for graphics. Okay, free to use graphics. But what a lot of people don't know is that if I type in, if I can spell, sewing patterns, and then do a cheeky little search for sewing patterns, you're going to see here, guys, as if by magic, there is loads and loads of sewing patterns that are just given to us here with, now this is the key thing, commercial and free print on demand usage allowed. If you download this product, this comes with the commercial license. And now, guys, I will stress, of course, read each commercial license yourself individually because there is some things you can and can't do depending on the license. But as a whole, commercial licensing, generally you can resell these products as long as you're marketing themselves in your own way and you're basically not just completely ripping off what the original designer's done. So of course, that's something to just bear in mind. But this is how you can access these patterns, use them as a template, of course, put a little bit of your own twist on it, and then market them on Etsy for sale as the digital products. Yeah, guys, and you'll see there's literally, I've just done a quick search there for sewing patterns, 1,881 results. You'll see here there's loads for dresses, another dress, jumpsuit, mini skirt. There's so many patterns that you could take the basis of, again, put your own twist on it for your own brand, your own company, and sell those patterns on Etsy. And guys, if any of you wanted to check out Creative Fabrica, then I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just think they're an incredible product. I'll leave a link in the video description. Feel free to check it out if you wish. But yeah, the main success factors here for you, if you want to do this business model, is more how you market the patterns, not necessarily what the pattern is. Obviously, it's got to be good, right? You don't want to sell rubbish. But a lot of the success is going to come in your marketing strategies. And I think that is such a big reason why this store has been so successful on Etsy. And guys, when we talk about marketing, I've done a few of these shop reviews now, but the last one I did, unbelievably, a shop that makes millions of dollars on Etsy, selling a product which, to be honest, I haven't even used or seen since I was like a little kid. So a super interesting one, a very good marketing techniques. If you guys want to check that video out, then I'll link it just over here. Feel free to check it out if you wish. Otherwise, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Love all of you guys so much. Take good care, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers, guys.